What up, the world? Your boy, Angel, I am. Welcome to the Help Tips channel. Want to start adding more content onto here outside of the other stuff that you may see. And, I hope everybody was safe. Everybody, blessed, was able to have a good, safe 4th while, everybody was celebrating a war or a rebirth of a nation, even though this nation is still in the middle of a war, which is wild, but it is what it is. So we had the full moon last night, and I mean it's still gonna be in today, but the actual opposition was between the night. That was the red that you saw on the moon, which shout outs to Leo King, but he was stating it was kind of one of those moons you didn't want to look at, but it was kind of hard to when all the fireworks are going in the air, so that's all you can see, right? So, but in these times, now that it passed through or passing through Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn, which are all in retrograde, so there's going to be a lot of, thinking back. It's going to be a lot of boss battles. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to test you. This is still test season right now. Like, we are not out of the realm of, impossibility. There's a lot of unstable things happening right now, unstable answers that we are getting right now. So, and collectively, how we're moving forward, of course, will be affected by that. So put your patterns in a good place. Thought patterns. Look into, just certain sorts of meditation to kind of get you through these times. Have you a plan? Get stuff together. Link up with like-minded people. And don't be afraid to speak your truth because it's yours and it's unique for a reason. You dig? And I get it. You gotta wear these masks. But to me, it's kind of a representation of the masks that people wear already on a daily basis. Everybody that you look at is constantly wearing a mask until you expose them and then that mask comes off. So that's what I feel that's what a lot of this time is showing. Because, it's the year of the 4. It's also the year of the rat. That's why snitching is kind of just the theme right now. On my Snapchat, I was going in about how certain groups were going to be formed out of a lot of this, and now you see basically the melanated militia that's coming out of Atlanta, Georgia. So, the mountains of Georgia, however you want to perceive it. You look on Google, you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that group being formed, and it's amazing when they came out because this is like the beginning cut of Aries and Mars. So there's the beginning half of Aries and Mars, Mars and Aries, apologies, and like it's the rise of the masculine, the melanated masculine. Because as we've been said, the suppression, the 400-year curse is lifting. And as that lifts, the inside, the main peoples, us, got to lift with it. And if you, Caucasian and watching this, I'm not dissing you or anything like that. But at the same time, the rise of the melanated masculine needs to start happening. We appreciate the help, the BLM, even though I have my things with that. But at the same time, I think this is a war that we must fight. I don't think it's a war that everybody has to be a part of. Because now you're seeing the guilt. And then you're also seeing what you're defending too. You got females out here from the melanated community happy that their kids are being taken from them and stuff. So, there's a lot of things that go on that once they start getting exposed, this is where that division really starts to kick into play. And we're going to see a lot of that. And it's gonna get ugly. Yeah, remember, before it gets beautiful, it has to get ugly. And then we are just stepping into the ugly with Mars in Aries right now, coming out of Pisces. So whatever was in the dark, whatever dark actions were happening while Mars was in Pisces, all that stuff is now being pushed forward. So again, you're going to start seeing a lot of these agendas really up in your face, and it's going to be up to you to have the proper discernment to understand what it is that you're literally fighting for. You know, I pray to the Most High that, you know, everybody gets the guidance and things that they need to actually proceed and move forward in these coming times, because it's going to be some dark times. All right. And, you know, this is the time where, you know, you find out who really has your back, who's really behind you, who really has your best interests at heart. You know, and of course, as the grip from these old heads that are still in office and stuff like that starts to loosen, you gonna see. You know, I'm not gonna go too in depth because I just wanted to just put out a little bit of content on here. But yeah, moving forward, I plan to do a whole lot more. Come up with some more cards. Hopefully, start getting a chart so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But you know, I'm an expressive person. I'm a third house sun. I deal with communication. This is me, and I also have a Saturn in that same place. So this is kind of my authority area. This is what I do. You know? So that's the best thing to do around this time for you too. Find out your powers, where you're good at, where all the things that you are placed here for, your purpose. You know, now is the time to get on that, because you know there's a lot of false fallacies that are happening out here. A lot of bullish being told to the public, especially regarding these airborne illnesses that some they're trying to revive, like the swine flus and stuff. Like, I'm just saying, a lot of things out here that are just out here to play with your emotions. And this full moon unleashed a lot of those spirits. So, you know, again, this is where discernment really takes play. You know, now is the time to really get people out your circle. You know, I was listening to Hassan Campbell, and I agree with them. My circle is so small, I do wind up just talking to myself a majority of the time, because I don't be talking to people like that. And it's okay, because I'm not one to conform. I don't need validation from others. I don't need that. Like, I never have. And when I did try to do it, I always felt like a punk. I always felt like I was out of my realm. So once I stopped doing that, it was amazing how many people came to me, you know? And even then, you know, if you're still around, cool. If not, it is what it is, you know? But that's what a lot of this time is about. The year of the 4. Numerology 4 deals with home, because astrology-wise, that's Cancer. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean like your home. This could be your home self, your spirit self, you know, getting all that in check. You know, because if you can't be comfortable being who you are, then you're doing yourself a disservice, and you can fall for anything just because somebody says this is what you should be doing. Who's this should? You know, they say we all got to wear masks, and it's like, who said that and said that it was good? I get it. It's all over the news. It's blasted and stuff. But then why do you have doctors that are going against wearing masks? But they have the lab coats. How come we're not listening to them anymore? And then people claim that it's just, oh, I'm just doing my part. Part to what? What plan are you a part of? So these are the questions that you got to ask yourself. Again, just to function in the society, you still got to play by their rules, and that's okay. You know, utilize it to your advantage. Do what it is that you got to do. Play the little game that they want you to play, so you can get the necessities and needs and wants and stuff that you need for your project to move forward, to keep your family healthy, to keep yourself sane, and so forth. You dig? So that's what I can say pretty much on that. Let's see, is there anything else heavy? No. it's just a calm day, you know, especially after hearing half the world blow up. Yeah. Well, not half the world, just the state, I guess, whatever. 4th of July stuff, you know, and that goes all the way into like the 5th. But anyway, I wasn't trying to keep this too long, and of course, when I get, you know, more situated back in my area, I'm definitely gonna be popping off a little bit more. Till then, till next time, be safe. All praises to the Most High, because without it, there's no us. Without us, there's no it. Peace.